8:47 here on the Morning Report. Thanks for joining us, folks. It's a very cold Thursday morning, but here to warm things up, Sean's got a special guest.
That's right, Dan. From Grey's Anatomy, we are joined by actor-director Kevin McKidd. Kevin, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Doing great. And, of course, you played Dr. Owen Hunt on the show. But tonight, it's a big night for you because you're going behind the camera.
I am indeed, yeah. I'm going to be I directed this episode, so I'm very excited to see it.
This is your first episode directing Grey's Anatomy, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's. I asked them last year if I could shadow and study directing, and they were supportive of that. And then they asked me last autumn to direct their webisodes, which is a web series, to direct some of those, which I did. And I think that was kind of my tryout. That was them auditioning me. And I think I must have passed it because then they offered me quickly after that a shot at directing one of the full episodes. So, yeah, it's been stressful and a lot of work, but an exciting time for me, you know.
Oh, no doubt. And, of course, this is a very big episode, although Dr. Hunt will be out of the ER. I believe they come up with a pretty good excuse to give you more time behind the camera.
Yeah, Sean is like, I'm going to give you a light episode so you can concentrate on your directing. So we're going to send Owen to the dentist. Yeah.
I imagine this is not a good thing for Owen. Even though he's a big, tough guy, he's a war hero. He's probably not too big a fan of the dentist.
No, I don't think any guy is a fan of the dentist. But I think guys generally, we have a pretty low pain threshold compared to the fairer sex, you know?
Yeah, this show is so much fun, and yet it can be so moving, too. And that combination, getting that tone right, has got to be very difficult for a director.
That's the key thing about Grey's is, the one thing I wanted to produce in my episode is I wanted it to feel like one of those classic Grey's episodes, kind of vintage Grey's episode. And I was delivered Mark Wilding's script, and Mark's one of the senior writers on the show. I was very lucky because it's such a great script and really has that, as you say, that balance between the comedy and the real sort of tear-jerking moments. And so yeah, I was lucky I got given a great script. And I mean, all the scripts are good, but Mark's one of the senior guys on the show. And I just wanted to bring it home and make sure I delivered an episode that is in keeping with the rest of the show, you know.
Part of the ongoing, and especially in the dramatic side tonight, is Derek making a breakthrough in his Alzheimer's treatment. And, of course, his wife, Meredith, her mother had Alzheimer's. He's got very deep concerns about finding a way to get through to make sure he can take care of her someday. And that really adds a very heavy drama to this.
That's right, yeah. Derek finds out on the Alzheimer's trial that, it's not just figures on a sheet of paper. When you're dealing, it's funny. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, so I know intimately what that disease does and how heartbreaking it is from my own family history. And Derek realizes that and Karev realizes that dealing with Alzheimer's is not it's not a walk in the park. It's a very complicated and heartbreaking affliction.
Much more on the comedy side, watching Sandra Oh get back into character, get back to being the Dr. Yang that we've always known. She's going to be trying to get back in the ER tonight.
Oh, yeah, she's back to her old tricks. It's nice to see her character kind of back on full force again and sort of being scrappy and doing everything she can to beat past all the competitors to get into the OR, and that's great. It's kind of vintage Christina stuff that's going to happen again tonight. So that's a lot of fun. And
then, of course, there's still plenty of baby drama to cover with Callie and Arizona.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, she dropped a bombshell last episode, and it's really fun and interesting to see how Callie, Mark, and Arizona deal with how they're going to move forward with this strange sort of three-way family that they've got going here, And,
of course, Lexi's going to complicate that as well.
She is. I mean, that's the other thing, is Mark kind of knows, he suspects how it's going to go down when he breaks the news to Lexi, and it's interesting to see how that plays out. And he's on a sticky wicket, as we'd say in Britain. He's in a bit of a difficult spot.
Well, of course, the show airs tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time here in the Quad Cities. Before I let you go, Kevin, I can't let you go without asking a question from one of our listeners. They want to know, is there going to be a Rome movie? Because, of course, you were one of the stars of that HBO series.
Yeah, well, we still hope so. I just actually got a text from Bruno Heller, the creator, today, wishing me luck for the episode tonight. And we're still talking about timing, and he's working on the latest draft of that script. So yeah, I think it could happen. The good thing about that the movie script is that it takes place a few years after the show finished, so we can be a little bit older. So yeah, there's still that intention to make that movie, and I think the script's just getting better and better. So yeah, I think fingers crossed we can do it in the near future.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Kevin McKidd from Grey's Anatomy, Dan.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for that update. Traffic's still kind of a mess.